Chestnut Ridge Middle School, good afternoon. Today we are here with two very select members from Newsletter Club and also two select members from the marching band. And when I point to the students, first I'm going to start with the Newsletter Club members. They'll raise their hand and say their first and their last names.
Kaden Gilmore, Matt Enriquez,
And
Desir St. Clair.
Jeffrey Goldberg.
Jeffrey and Desir are from the marching band. Newsletter Club, let's ask away.
What made you want to join marching band?
Basically, it was like, I grew up in a house that, I grew up listening to music, going to see plays, and when I went to a marching band competition, I was like, oh, I want to do that, so I figured out how to do that, and I talked to the band director, and I joined.
And I joined because it's not as like his, but for me, it's because I didn't really have much to do at the time, and I didn't have many friends, so I thought joining marching band would get me friends and expose me to the outside world. So I thought it was a very fun experience to try, and it was very well worth it.
What makes East Ramapo's marching band stand out from the competition?
Well, we're not your formal marching band. We do like silly dances like in the middle of our show. We do this thing called the guillotine where all the brass instruments except for the sousaphones line up in a line and we go over each other. And it's basically that like we're not like the formal, we're not like army style. We march to our own sound of the drum.
And there's a famous quote, it's like we're the old school band with the new school rock, so we bring something new to the table when we're in marching band.
How do you spend your time in practice? Is it all about the instruments or are you learning other skills?
Yeah, it's not all about the instruments. It teaches you discipline, respect. Also, if we get in trouble, it's kind of funny. We also build up our muscular strength because they make us do push-ups and squats and stuff. But really, it's about the discipline. Yeah, it's about music mainly, but it also teaches us discipline.
We understand that to be a marching band is a big commitment. Please tell us, what does the commitment entail? In other words, what is the commitment about?
Well, you have to be serious about it because you're part of a team, and if you don't show up, that basically, because they have to plan out the show, and if you're not there, they have to rearrange, and you're letting your team down in a sense, because they assume you're going to be there because when you signed up for it, you were committed to it, so you're not being there. It's a letdown to them, and it messes the show up.
Yeah, basically what he said, we plan our entire show like around the amount of people. So when August 26th comes and band camp comes, we have that week, that's our show. We're planning our show, our dances, where everyone's going and where everyone needs to be at the end of the show. So if we have a competition and you're not there, someone has to cover for your spot. So not only do they have to remember their spot, they have to remember your spot as well.
What instrument do you play and how long have you been playing it?
So I play the trumpet. I'm one of the lead trumpet players in the band, and I've been playing since 3rd grade.
And well, I play the trumpet also, but I didn't start off in trumpet. I started playing the flute, but I switched after my first year. And then in April will mark my first, like a whole year of me playing trumpet since I switched.
What is your favorite instrument besides the one you play now?
My favorite instrument would have to be the drums, probably.
Same, like I have a large. It's like in marching bands, you get a sense that like you love being loud and you like to learn multiple things about what you're doing.
What inspires you to stay in marching band?
Well, what inspires me is how do I say this? It's like the reputation we bring. Like when people see the marching band, they think of it as something, oh wow, I wish I could be in that. And me being in there, it makes me feel happy and like very proud of what I'm in.
Yeah, like we do like a lot of community stuff. Like we go on tours during the winter and like before Thanksgiving break, and we like it feels good to like kids who you see are like sad before you start your show, and then after they're like laughing and cheering and smiling. It makes you feel good that you made someone's day because it makes you feel like you've done something good out of something that you love to do.
Please share with us some of the qualities that make you a valuable member of the team.
Well, for me, I have like an almost because in the almost 3 years that I've been in marching band, I haven't missed a single performance. And if they need anything, I'll be there. So like if they ever need like a last minute performance, they know I'll show up so they can count on me for that.
Yeah, like I have a semi-perfect performance. Like he won't let me forget that I don't have a perfect performance. But like yeah, like if you need me, I'll be there as long as it's like not the like an hour before I have to go somewhere. Like I can be there, and that like I have a lot of respect for authority. So like if someone of a higher rank tells me to do something, then I'm gonna do it.
How do you manage your time in marching band with other aspects of your life?
Well, marching band, it's not like it's another aspect of my life. It's like an aspect of my life in itself because it teaches me a lot of things like time management. Because I know if I'm not doing good in school, I won't be able to be in marching band anymore. And marching band teaches me some life skills and how to do that and maintain the multitasking abilities.
Desir, I love your answer. Can I ask you, like, give me maybe 1 or 2 examples of some of the life skills that marching band teaches?
Well, in marching band, it like teaches you because you have to learn and memorize a lot of things, but it shows you that like don't let one thing take too much of your energy. Or don't get like too worried about something because there's others around you who can help you and rise you up and lift you up and help you.
So when you first started out, they said that it was marching band then school, but over the years, as we're getting to higher grades, they start switching us over so that it's you balance marching band with school, because marching band teaches you discipline. So like if you're taking a test, you focus on that one thing, and it's meticulous. It's you're basically analyzing everything that you do in your life, and you're cramming it into what you learn in marching band. It teaches you how to deal with everything, how to deal with stress, time management, memorization. It teaches you.
Hello, staff. A message from Ms. Zuber. For any staff that is here, she's asked that you please make sure there are clear window sills and no boxes on the floor. You can put the boxes outside your door to be thrown out. So again, whoever's here, please clear your windowsills and take all boxes off the floor. Thank you.
And like Jeffrey said, they've changed. So now if you're a student first, not in marching until like school comes first. And they've even incorporated like progress reports so you get them, you bring them to your teacher, and if you're missing any assignments, then you won't be able to go to the next performance until you make up those assignments.
Yeah, if you're missing one or 2 assignments, it's like, okay, that's a warning. If that happens again, you won't be able to go to the next performance. And then the next progress report comes out for like a big competition or a performance during school, like pep rallies we go to, or like Syracuse, which is our state championships, because we are going Sunday to Monday. They come up with a progress report, and if we miss more than 2 homeworks, or if we miss 2 homeworks for a second time, we won't be able to go to the championships.
Do you recommend starting marching band in 7th or 8th grade?
I would recommend, this is me, I would recommend starting maybe 6th grade or maybe halfway through 5th grade, because if you just start in 7th or 8th grade, it's not as embedded in your personality as you start later in your school years. Because if you start 7th or 8th, you only have 4 or 5 years in the marching band. As if you start 5th grade or 6th grade, you have 7 to 8 years in the marching band, and you get it's embedded into your personality, like discipline, meticulous activities, stuff like that.
Yes, and I also feel like the younger, because in middle school, most people are they don't really have fun with their instruments. So if you start off a little younger, you learn to have fun with it, and it becomes something you love to do instead of a task or something you just have to do.
Yeah. What after school activities would you be doing if you were in a marching band?
I don't see myself doing anything other than marching band. I love the people there. It's a great program. I would recommend it to anyone. But if I had to say I'd be doing something else, I'd probably be doing sports.
So
I'm sorry, Desir, what was it?
I said I'd also like to do the same thing because there's not marching band, it brings something else that nothing else really can. It's like playing a sport, but it's also playing music, so it's a balance of both. So there's not
Yeah,
really anything
like-
else that brings that.
Like, I'm gonna go a little off topic. People say marching band isn't a sport, but marching band's actually a harder sport than any other sport on the planet because, yeah, baseball, you're running, you're hitting, there's many different aspects, but marching band teaches you the core aspects of life: discipline, hard work, and planning your time. Because if you don't have those three things, you won't be able to perform your show properly because you need to be able to memorize your music, manage time for marching, and just be disciplined because you need to, like, we stand at parade rest for a long time before our show starts because they have to announce us, and then our drum majors do their salute, so it's like 5 minutes, and if you're not disciplined, you'll be squirming around, and that'll lose us points.
Jeffrey, I love the way that you emphasized that marching band teaches discipline, as sports does. So, like, would you consider, for example, when it's, you know, a warm September day, and you guys are all dressed up in that marching band gear, which I've seen as pants and long sleeves, and the sun is beating on you? You're saying it takes a lot of discipline to stand out there and not to fidget.
This might sound
Is this what you were referring? Is this one of the things you were referring to?
Yeah, and this might sound a little gross, but when you get into that suit, you put on all your respect, but also when you get out of that suit and it's been extremely hot, it looks like you just got out of the pool in all your clothing. It is so bad, but also it's a good thing to do because it cools you off, but also it teaches you, it shows you what hard work you've been doing.
Thank you for taking your time to meet us today. Is there anything else you want to share?
You know, it's kind of just like, there are people out there who need to learn discipline, and I would recommend marching band to them. But then there are also people out there who don't need to learn discipline, and I would also recommend it to them. Because there's two types of people. People who don't listen to authority and people who do listen to authority. So, like, it's easier if you listen to like, think of it as a military. If, like, your general tells you to do something, and you're a rookie, then you do that what they say. But if you're a rookie and your general tells you to do something and you don't do it, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. So, like, it teaches you how to respect authority and how to respect people, like your elders. Respect your elders. It teaches you how to do that.
And well, like Jeffrey said, we're covering. Since we're here, we have our parade season starting up so that people can join now. And it starts in April and May, I think. So even if you don't know how to play your instrument too well, that's what the marching band's here for. We're gonna help you so you can join. And it's a very fun experience that we think you should try.
Also, for our 5th and 6th grade viewers, we have a 5th and 6th grade marching band on Fridays from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and that's your feeding into marching band. You learn marching, music, how to play your instrument, and then when you're ready, when you're in 8th grade and 7th grade, you can go up into the original marching band. Also, in August, that's when our band camp starts. So, like Desir said, you should join during the parade season.
Thank you for having us and for this interview.
It was a major partner.
Guys, do we have anything else? I think that was that a wrap?
Yeah.
Thank you guys. You guys are great.